Competition today is a global phenomenon. You can see its effect even at remote village level markets due to the advancements in technology and logistical operations. Though in some scenarios, competition is considered bad, mostly between two unequals. But now it is accepted widely that fair competition is generally good for markets as well as for consumers. So let us look at the concepts related to fair competition and the act itself. So the very first thing we can ask is why we need competition. There are two aspects to the answer. One is from producer's point of view and other is from customer's point of view, that is consumer's point of view. From consumer's point of view, competition ensures that consumers have access to wide range of services at the best and competitive prices. Now since consumer get access to a lot variety, producers have maximum incentive to innovate, reduce their cost and meet consumer demand. Competition thus promotes right allocation of resources and productive efficiency, which leads to products being produced at lowest possible cost. But all this requires healthy market conditions. Governments across the globe are increasingly trying to remove market imperfections through appropriate regulations and thus promoting competition. Now, monopoly exists in a type of stage or structure of market that contains a single firm which produces somewhat a unique item or service with no other close substitutes. Now let us see the problems that are associated with the absence of competition or presence of monopolies. These problems are exactly the opposite of benefits of competition. Companies with monopoly can set any prices as they are the only player and do so mostly on the higher side. Supply sometimes is of inferior quality. There exist reduced incentives for innovation and again keep supplying same goods or services as they avoid spending on R&D and innovation and try to maximize profit. Due to higher prices, it can create inflationary scenarios if the product has cascading effect like oil or electricity. Due to dominant position, monopolies try to control and pressurize suppliers into fulfilling its own objectives like asking suppliers to reduce their prices. So it all implies exploitation in one form or other. Now similar to monopoly, we have another concept called cartelization. In simple terms, it is a process whereby a group known as cartel, who can either be a manufacturers group or suppliers groups existing in a given market, does any of the following activities. Number 1, hinder entry of a new competition. Control the prices of goods or service by either fixing the selling price or by fixing the purchase price. And the last, they also pre-decide production quantity and quality. We can say that they are actually competitors of each other, but instead of competing, they form a group and try to control market and avoid fair competition among themselves or others. The activities carried by them by forming cartels is called cartelization. Now let us talk about Competition Commission. It is a public body. And in most of the countries, it is an independent public body which is responsible for fair and free trade practices and ensures that monopolies do not distort the markets. It also keeps watch on mergers and acquisitions happening in the market. So in short, it ensures that the healthy competition prevails in the market. In India, we have it as a Competition Commission of India. Competition Commission of India was created in October 2003 with the objectives as to eliminate practices having adverse effect on competition, promote and sustain competition, protect the interest of consumers, and ensure freedom of trade in the markets of India. Its function is to enforce the Competition Act 2002 throughout India and to prevent activities which are adverse to competition. It consists of chairperson and 6 additional members and are appointed by the central government. It replaced the Monopolies and Restrictive Trade Practices Commission, which was repealed in September 2009. CCI became fully operational in May 2009. Now let us look at the Act itself, the Competition Act 2002. It was last amended by Competition Amendment Act 2007. It follows the philosophy of modern competition laws. It prohibits anti-competitive agreements, abuse of dominant position by enterprises, and regulates acquisition, acquiring of control, and mergers and acquisitions. Basically, it controls all such actions which cause or likely to cause adverse effect on competition within India. In accordance with provisions of this Act, Competition Commission of India and Competition Appellate Tribunal was established. Let us look at some of the identified anti-competitive practices. Anti-competitive agreements, cartels we have already seen, collective bargaining and boycotts as a group, exclusive dealing, imposing minimum resale prices, misuse of market power, predatory pricing means to reduce the prices below its cost to eliminate or reduce competition, price signaling, refusal to supply products or services, unconsignable or immoral conduct. Now, I will discuss with you 2 latest cases where Competition Commission exercised its power. Case number 1. The Competition Commission of India has imposed penalties upon 10 cement companies and their trade association, that is Cement Manufacturers Association, for cartelization in cement industry. It was noted by CCI that the cement companies use the platform provided by the CMA for sharing details relating to prices, capacity utilization, production, and dispatch, thereby restricted production and supplies in the market, contravening the provisions of the Act. Further, CCI also found the cement companies are acting in concert and fixing the prices of cement in contravention of the provisions of the Act. Now case number 2. The Competition Commission of India has imposed penalties upon 3 airlines for combined action in fixing and revising fuel surcharge for transporting cargo. The charges were: the Commission noted that the airlines acted in parallel in collusion in fixing FAC charges or FAC rates. Such conduct was found to have resulted in indirectly determining the rates of air cargo transport and thereby in contravention of provisions of the Act. India's regulatory landscape continues to evolve with changing needs of time. It has been a long legislative journey from command and control mindset which prevailed at the time of license Raj to more modern regulatory regime with the objective of consumer welfare by sustaining competition in marketplace. In this sense, CCI is certainly a new paradigm. This video was brought to you by Synergy Study Point Pune. Stay tuned for more such videos. You can also write to us on admin@upscmantra.com. And for more information, please visit our website www.upscmantra.com. Thanks for watching and see you soon in next video. Goodbye and take care.